Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Sunday, May 29th, 2016 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is I am mentally prepared to show up and flow. And that's going to be the name of the game today in so many levels. We have the moon in Pisces making 7 different connections through the day. The moon is going to square Venus, it's going to square the sun, it's going to conjunct Neptune, square Saturn, oppose Jupiter, sextile Mercury, and sextile Pluto. So you're like, what does all that mean? It's not so much what it means, which each individual thing means, although we'll get into some of those. It is about this focus on the moon and the moon going through and bringing the elements of the flow, of compassion, of empathy to all of these different energies. So it begins with a square to Venus. Venus is square in Gemini, as well as the sun is going to be squaring the moon. Sun in Gemini is going to be squaring the moon in Pisces. And so these squares brings that element. You may have this agenda. You may be like, this is my mental game for today. And you wake up and you're like, whew, I don't have it in me to do that today. Don't let your thinking get in your way of your flow today. Your flow is like most important. Honor your intuition. That's why we are being mentally prepared to show up and flow. Like this may like tend to change your day. Like, oh, I had all this stuff I want to do. Okay, I'm going to flow. I'm just going to feel the waves of the energy and let myself coast through them. Moon connecting to Neptune at 11 degrees brings an overall mystical and intuitive quality to the day. So, tune into your psychic impulses. Tune into how spirit is trying to guide you in and through the day. The moon is then going to square Saturn and oppose Jupiter. So this is bringing us more into some of that resistance. And I'm really feeling the energy of this, of like where you may be, focusing on those little details and then focusing on the big picture. And the Pisces energy, the moon in Pisces, is like there's room for both of those when you come into the big cosmic thing. So just flow through those energies as well. Notice the little details that come to you. Notice the bigger things that come to you. But today, I feel like it's not about forcing yourself to show up in any way and making things happen. It's about letting things happen. The moon then connecting to Mercury and to Pluto just continues helping that shift. The connection to Mercury is one at 17 or 16 degrees, which is a 7. So that is that degree of spirit, letting spirit come into your mind. And what I got with these energies too is like, especially with that connection to Mercury and Saturn, is like, what change is calling you? What kind of change is calling you in your life? And you kind of haven't moved into that flow. How can you resist the resistance in this energy? And I think it's like, stop trying so hard. You don't have to try in this energy. This is just an energy of showing up and allowing what is to be. So finally we have the moon connecting to Pluto. And again, I think this connection is reminding us, sometimes we get caught up in that energy, like be the change and, change the world and get out there. This is just saying, hey, find your flow. We're getting into our deep soul flow with this Mars retrograde in Scorpio. Find your flow by being authentic to your soul and then just showing up in that way. And I'm going to actually just dive into my cards because I think they illustrate so well. Fighting. This is a mental card. This is a mental card of being like so mentally on your game. But this was actually reversed in the thing. So it's like, stop worrying so much about what's going here. And instead, what are you feeling? What is the flow? Where are the currents taking you right now? I also pulled courage and creativity in reverse. And this is saying, you don't have to try so hard. This may be you, like how you're showing up. Don't try to show up. Just be. This is the creativity card. If, the creative currents are flowing, great, but you don't have to be like, I'm going to paint today and sit there with your brush not knowing. The final card with these is the slowing down card. Be easy on yourself. That's ultimately the energy of Pisces. Be easy. Find that flow. It's probably going to be a day where you're going to like feel one thing and then feel another thing and then feel another thing as the moon shifts through all of the different currents. So your job is just to be present with the currents and show up in your life for what it's asking of you in your flow, and to be empathetic for everybody else who is also trying to find that balance. I also love the Rumi card that I pulled for this. It is, she offers the sacred wine, so drink. And the Rumi verse in here is, I died as mineral and became a plant. I died as plant and rose to animal. I died as animal and I became human. Why should I fear anything when I was ever less by dying? And the energy of this card, the Oracle, is bringing you the guidance to trust in change. Trust in your changing perspective and perceptions. Don't hold on to what you once believed or thought to be true. Allow yourself to be shown another version of events, another way of perceiving. Don't focus on what's not working in your current estimation of things, for that is nothing more than a passing opinion. You're being given opportunity to see and know yourself, others, and particular life circumstances very differently. Embrace it. Find that flow. Don't resist what's being shown to you, for even if there are some struggles in adjusting your view at first, ultimately this change in perception will free you and bring you more deeply into the wellspring of your own inner peace and happiness. So she's offering you the sacred drink. The universe is offering you this sacredness, the sacredness of this flow of energy. So accept this flow for today. That being said, you can book a reading. I'm keeping 30 for 30 going a little bit longer on the website, GaiaBlooming.com, and I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.